I think it's appropriate to bring up a completely random and non-pre-selected volunteer who happens to have all of the materials I need. And how about you, young lady? Come on up, come on up. Okay, and isn't that great? You know, I just randomly felt this, and she's got everything I need. Let me help you, because this might take a while, since we didn't practice and since this is completely random. So, you know, I didn't realize some of you were going to sit at it. Yeah, this is your alphabet, the first 4 letters. And by the way, what is your name? Betty? Is this your first time here? Have you? Okay. Will you just confirm for the audience that we've never met? We've never met, right? Right? She's saying yes, we've never met. So this is all random, as I told you. So Vanna White, she put up these boards for me, and we've got A, B, C, D, and these are all in alphabetical order. You would agree. And underneath these are numbers. And these numbers are also in order. They're in numerical order. And these letters and the numbers that they're associated with represent, you could say on a Richter scale, fearful influence, levels of fearful influence. And so maybe Brittany locked her keys in her car today, and she was afraid that she wouldn't get to work on time. And so that might be a level 17. And just to, right, level 17. But just to unify all of our thoughts and keep us on the same page, I always say these are the 4 worst economic crises in American history, okay? And so D would represent the Great Depression, right? And Letty, you're already over there, so I'll go ahead and do this part, but I wonder what D represents. Do you guys think it's like a high number? No, you don't think it's a very high number? I mean, it's the worst.
It's the worst.
It's the worst. So wouldn't it be higher on the Richter scale? What do you think? Right? Okay. Well, let's just see. I'm just kind of curious. So it says 1 million, which kind of makes sense. I mean, that's a really high number on the Richter scale. But then I wonder what C is. So C's got to be
100,000.
the great, maybe, yeah, we'll see. The Great Recession, right? Because I don't know about you, but I heard in the news media again and again that the Great Recession is the greatest economic crisis next to the Great Depression. And the news always tells me the truth. I mean, I know they told me that I might lose my job, and they told Micah that, you know, he might get divorced, and, you know, they told Kenny that his kids might stop liking him because his income has gone down. But the news, they wouldn't try to scare us, right? Right? And so I'm sure this is a really big number, but I kind of feel like we should wait on this. Why don't we take a look at A? So do you guys think, yeah, wow, that's weird. It's a 1. So these are the 4 greatest economic crises, and yet the 4th one is a 1, which sort of confuses me because I thought it would be higher. Did you guys think it would be higher, with these being the 4 largest? So I wonder maybe if we were to take this sequence out a little further, if those would be decimals, which would kind of make sense over here because this is 1 million. But, you know, math, this is church, this is not math class, so I don't want to think too much about it. But still, I keep coming back to C because they kept telling me that it was the worst economic crisis in recent history next to the Great Depression. And they kept telling me to be afraid. But you know what? Something just keeps telling me we need to wait on that. Why don't we see what B is? Letty, will you go ahead and lift B up? So, what is B? 2. Okay, so that, I mean, I just keep getting confused because 2 is also a really low number. And so, if these are in order and D is 1 million and these are the worst economic crises, and C is the 2nd worst in American history, and I was supposed to be afraid, and I was supposed to change my spending habits, and I was supposed to change my investing, and the world was going to end, then C has got to be this huge number. And what did you say you thought it was? 100,000. Any other predictions? 3. You think 3? You guys are smart. I'm going to guess it's 3 too. Okay, so obviously we were doing a little bit of acting. I mean, it was 3. I mean, yeah, next time I'll angle this. So this is 3. So the point of this is not an exact economic replica of the 4 largest economic crises in American history. What I want to communicate to you is the way that the news media can tool information, because I didn't lie to you. D was the largest number up here. C was the 2nd largest, and yet 3 and 1 million are so far apart that when you hear that this is the 2nd largest, you're misled into thinking it's a lot bigger than it is. And so in your own lives, maybe you've got a problem and you think it's a level 1 million problem, when really it's a level 3 or a level 2 or a level 1. And if you knew that, you would be more apt to tackle that problem head on.
Geoffrey Chaucer is a very famous poet, probably up there with the likes of Little Romeo, who so famously rhymed 11 years old, making A's and B's, and these little mommies can't keep their hands off me. So Chaucer was pretty profound.